Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lyric. Today I would like to do a tarot love reading for the sun sign of Gemini. We'll take a look at energies from the masculine, the feminine, and we'll also take a look at the connection. So the cards have been shuffled, so we'll get started. Okay. So what I have for the feminine is the Five of Cups, the Star card, and the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm really getting with this energy is that first off, I think that this divine feminine feels a little bit lost and alone right now. I see that inside of her I see her inner child, and she's feeling really nostalgic and thinking about her childhood. And I feel that she wishes that she doesn't want to make certain types of decisions, that she wishes that she had an elder to help her sort out her life. I don't feel, let's see. I feel that at this time she's pulled her energy away from her divine masculine, and she's really taking a deep look at herself and just kind of not even really focused on her masculine at this time. It looks like most of her energies are within herself. I see the Star card here on the table, and what I'm getting with this is that she's taking a pause, and that she is waiting for some kind of revelation, that she's waiting for a sign, that she's waiting for something external to push her forward, because she's not willing to push herself forward at this time. She's really sitting in this wounded childhood energy, or maybe she had awesome parents and her parents were always there for her and always helped her, and maybe they were overly protective towards her, and maybe she's an only child. And so at this time, she's really missing the guidance of an elder. And maybe she relied on her person to sort of give her that guidance and that sort of substance to her life, or that absence of that parent that she was very fond of. And now that, for whatever reason, this divine masculine isn't present and substituting that energy for her, so now she's just remembering about that. Like, she's remembering about what it felt like to be a child, basically. Yeah, she's just really holding on to her past. She's exchanged her masculine for a sense of her past, for a sense of her past self. And she's waiting on source or something in the external realms to sort of give her a bright idea, to sort of give her some direction, to show her which way she should go, to even help her make her own choices, because she doesn't want to make any choices for herself at this time. So she is in isolation at this time. She's in separation from her person at this time. She's doing it all alone at this time. For the masculine, I have, we could pull, actually, let's pull some more cards for the divine feminine. Let's get some more details about her. Tell me more about this divine feminine. It's about how you communicate. So maybe there was a verbal altercation or a verbal argument, and it's the Eight of Wands here. And I feel that it really, maybe he told her he didn't want to see her at this time, that he was, let's get some more cards. One more for her. Tell me more about this divine feminine. Tell Tell me more about this Divine Feminine. Tell me more about this Divine Feminine. This one. I am proud of me. I'm embracing love. I am embracing self-love and nurturing my very being. And so I don't feel that that's the energy that she has at the moment, but I feel that that's kind of like what she's expecting. That's like her hopeful expectation here with this Star card, that she knows, like she has this sense deep down inside of her about this Queen of Cups energy. That she can't quite embrace it or embody it completely at this time, but she has this sense inside of her that that this is where she wants to be, that she wants to be proud of herself, and that she wants to love herself, and she wants to be proud of who she is. So whatever this conflict was with this Divine Masculine, this is a very quite a big learning experience for this Divine Feminine at the time. So let's take a look at the masculine. For the masculine, I have the King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So the Divine Masculine, I feel that the Divine Masculine was holding this Divine Feminine to certain kinds of expectations, had certain he wanted this Divine Feminine to literally be a certain kind of way. And this Divine Feminine felt betrayed by that. He wanted this Divine Feminine to be available to him when he was ready to be available to her. And he felt, however this Divine Feminine had come across to this Divine Masculine, the energies, he didn't feel that they were, they didn't suit him. They didn't, he feels that he beckoned to her and she ignored him, or she slighted him in some kind of way. And so because of that, he physically and with his words, verbally, like told her that he didn't want to see her at this time, that he needed some space, that he needed some time for himself. That was because of internally he felt betrayed by this Divine Feminine. He felt that she wasn't giving enough of herself to the Divine Masculine. I'll show you these cards. The Divine Masculine felt that the Divine Feminine wasn't giving of herself enough, that she was holding back with this Five of Pentacles. He felt that she could have offered him more and chose not to, that she was making a deliberate decision to hold herself back against this Divine Masculine, and he did not like that. And he responded to her by pushing her away and saying, I need space. I need to figure myself out. You need to figure yourself out, and we'll see what happens in the future. So the Divine Masculine is still holding a cup for this Divine Feminine. He's still holding a cup of love for her. He's still waiting in the corners for her. He's still looking for her for this fulfillment here with this cup of love here. But at this time, this Divine Feminine isn't really looking towards the Divine Masculine. She's kind of in a more mature way. She's pulled herself back. So let's get some more. Let's get some more cards on the masculine. Can you tell me more about this masculine? Tell me more about the masculine, please. Tell me more about the masculine. Tell me more about the masculine. Okay, we got quite a bit about the masculine. So we'll do the one thing at a time. I have the World card. I'm breaking away from what I was shown to be the World card. So I don't think he's aware of this happening. I think that this is something in the energies, something in the ethers that is happening on his behalf. That he feels that he made this conscious decision to push this divine feminine away. But in fact, this was actually divinely orchestrated to sort of alter the energies of this divine masculine. And this is for his greater good. I have the Six of Cups. Sweet memories of us. You made me a believer again. And this is something that he's definitely feeling in his spirit, in his soul, but he won't open his mouth to this, to the divine feminine. And that's why he pushed her away as well. Two of Swords. Your insecurities are too much. And he's blaming the divine feminine for his insecurities. Even though at this time I feel that it's the divine masculine that's a little bit more insecure at this time. I wasn't raised, I grew up in around pain. So he, in the same way that the divine feminine was reliant on this divine masculine here for a sense of direction, a sense of comfort, for a little bit of paternal foundation. The divine masculine was leaning into this divine feminine for the same kind of thing. Okay, I have the Death card. I've never experienced this kind of growth. I feel that this is for the connection. So I'm going to leave this Death card over here with the connection. And when we look at the connection energy, okay? And the Three of Wands. This world has me overwhelmed, but I'm working in it and have faith. And that's something that he's kind of like spouted to the divine feminine. He's like, listen, sister, I need some time to myself. I need to sort myself out. This has nothing to do with you, even though it did. Yeah, so he's kind of in camouflage. He's kind of opening up. He's kind of at that threshold of being honest about his feelings. He's feeling his feelings. He is wrestling with his truth. He's at the threshold there. So let's take a look at the connection. I have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So I'm going to read this Ten of Cups card the way I've been reading it ever since I started reading this deck, as kind of this like longing that this isn't quite fulfillment, that this is, we're missing the mark somewhere. In the backspace is my home I belong to be in. And I'm sitting here not doing anything. I've got my hand on my head. I'm in deep, deep thought. I'm in deep reflection here, pondering, remembering what it was like to be home. So there's, I feel at the time that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are both in this Ten of Cups space, that they both miss each other. They miss that sense of home that they felt when they were together. This Knight of Pentacles represents the feminine, because she sort of has completely pulled her energy back away from the divine masculine, and is in turn kind of looking more at herself, is finding ways on how to love herself more, is to give, how to give to herself a little bit better. Because in this last sort of off has kind of shown her that she needs to be giving more to herself, that she in the past was not giving up herself, that she, I don't think she's aware that she was seeking this kind of like guidance and this sort of parentage stuff in her divine masculine, but that's going to be resolved as well during this disconnection, during this energetic shift that this connection is going through at this time. I feel that this divine or this Two of Cups is representative of what was happening in the past, just kind of a lot of energetic shifts that were like misplaced energies, kind of, control issues, avoidant issues, childhood wounds that weren't healed, childhood traumas that were never addressed. So all of this stuff right at this time is being managed upstairs. And I see that with this Two of Cups and this Death card. I've never experienced this kind of growth. This is going to be a very, opportune time for this connection. This connection is going through a big change individually for the connection. I feel that that upstairs has its hand in it, that it's doing what everything is happening the way that it needs to. And at the end of the day, it's going to be for their higher goods. So let's, for the good of the higher selves. So let's get some final thought cards. I love you for the connection. I hate how long it's been since I've seen you for the connection. One more, please. I fear you will reject me for the connection. So that's very interesting. So I'm going to leave the reading where it's at. I hope that you love the reading. If it resonated with you, please book your own personal reading. If you have any questions, check out my description box. Chat me up anytime. Take care.